Hey, in this video I will tell you all the steps that you need to follow to create an authority website that will generate, for a start, $1,000 a month. So that's the goal here. How to go from $0 to $1,000 a month for an authority website. And by authority website here, I mean a site that is focused on a given niche and focused to help people in this niche. For example, by giving them advice and also recommending some products, and the website will be monetized mainly at this stage via affiliate products, for example via the Amazon affiliate program. So the first step to build such a site is, of course, selecting the niche. That's the most important step, because that will decide on all the future of the site. So I could do a video on its own about this step, right? Selecting the niche. And I actually did. I will also link to that inside the notes of this video. I will link to my other video that is just about how to select the niche for your site. The main thing to keep in mind here is that you should do some brainstorming and then analyze those ideas, especially in terms of keywords research. So how many people are actually looking for those main keywords of your niche per month. And after that, also analyze if you can actually monetize this site. So if there are some products that you can recommend that have an affiliate program, and also do those products have significant or sufficient price point so you can actually make money when recommending those products. So that's like in a nutshell, what you should know about how to select the niche. So once you really selected a niche, the next step that I see many people do is to straight go to creating a website. That's not what I will do. For me, the next step here is simply to create 5 articles, like the 5 base articles that you will have on the website when it launches. And articles at this stage, because remember, we want to go from scratch to building $1,000 a month. Really, those articles should be of 2 categories. One is really answering questions that people have. Because for now, people won't care about who you are, what your brand is, right? They just want answers to their questions. And for that, I would really create, I would say, 2-3 articles about really solving the main problems in this niche. So you can find, for example, there is a website called Answer the Public that will give you like questions that people usually have about a given keyword, and that will give you the topic of your first articles. For the other articles, also 2 or 3, I would review the main products that are in the niche. For example, if I have a website about supplements for cats, let's say, okay, or probiotics for cats, I will review the main products that you will find, for example, on Amazon that are in this niche. And also go for 2-3 articles about this. So articles that answer questions and also articles that review products. That will be your base of the website. So at this stage, you have the niche, you have the name of the website, because that's also part of the niche selection process, right? You also have 5 articles that you can post on the site. Now it's time to actually create the site. So that's like a bit the technical part that most people I know are afraid about. So there are many ways to do that, okay? The first step in this part is, of course, to book the domain name of your website. So that's quite easy. You can go to website, I recommend Namecheap or GoDaddy to do that. So that just takes like 5 minutes to book a name for your website. Then creating the website itself, there are of course tons of options. If you are on a very low budget and you don't want yet to care about scaling the site and having any problems, I still recommend using just a simple WordPress site, for example on some very cheap hosting like SiteGround. If you want to see more about the future and how you actually grow this site, I recommend, of course, because that's what I develop, an app called Site Engine. So it's a software, it's completely online based. You can create a website in a matter of seconds, and you also have all that you will need in the future, like templates, You can also sell your own products, you can manage your email list, you can manage video courses, and you can have access to beautiful stats, split testing right inside the app. So everything that you will ever need to build your website is inside the app. So you can also check that out. I will link to that also in the notes of this video. So once you've selected a platform, you can simply then build your website using a template. I don't recommend starting from scratch. Also, just use an existing template or theme for WordPress, right? If you are using WordPress, and then also just upload your articles over there. Make a very simple, like layout. You don't even need to have a professional design logo at this stage. You can just put the name of your website there. Just a simple menu, like linking to your blog at this point, maybe a contact page, and that's it, right? You really don't need something complicated. For the articles themselves, for the affiliate reviews, right? Because you have two types of articles at this point, like just solving problems for people, right? That's just plain text, usually with some pictures. The affiliate reviews, it can be more complicated. I also design templates just for that inside SiteEngine, so my own software. If you want to check that out, I invite you, of course, to check this out at siteengine.io. You will find a link also in the notes. Of course, you can also use any other kind of template that's already built to make your articles. But if you want, you can start with very simple, with just text. With like just text, just some basic pictures, and just link to, for example, the Amazon affiliate program, if that's what you want to use. So about that, it's very simple. You just need to add some tag after the links going to Amazon. Some software like also SiteEngine do that automatically, so that they will add automatically this tag to all the Amazon links. And you also have plugins that will do that for WordPress. So now you should have your site up and running. You have your article on there about your niche. Then it's time to actually grow the site, right? And there are two things that you need to do to grow it. The first one is add more content, because Google will actually reward people and sites that are putting a lot of updated content, right? So you need to produce more content by using exactly what we already saw at step number 2, which was how to create the first articles. So just answer more questions and also review more products, and that's it, right? And of course, always check that people are actually searching for those keywords. For example, by using a free tool like Google Keyword Planner, or also some paid tool like Ahrefs or KW Finder. Once that's done, right, that creating new content, then you need to think about how to have more traffic coming to your site. And here there are two options. The first one is, of course, using social, and you should definitely use it, even if it doesn't bring that much people anymore. But you should be where your people are and the people that are interested in your site. And don't only look like on the well-known, that's Facebook, for example, but also on the other ones. For example, for me, what really worked for one of my niches in the do-it-yourself electronic niche was to go Google+, because on Google+, there are not a lot of people, that's true, but in this niche, there was a lot of people that are very engaged in the topic. So it definitely made sense to post there. Also look for Facebook groups, which are usually much more active than pages, for example. Also, you need to do what's called outreach to get backlinks to your site. So basically, Google will put you higher in the rankings if there are a lot of links coming from other sites to your site, because it will think then that your website is actually an authority in the field, and therefore it will give you more visits. So for that also, I could make a whole video just on this topic. However, a very simple way is simply to look for other websites in your niche and just send them an email highlighting some article that you wrote, right? And saying that it could be a nice read for their own audience, and therefore if they could just link to your website, for example, from their resource page. It's a long process. It's a very tedious process because you will have a lot of rejections. However, that's really something you want to do for your site because those backlinks will give you some traffic juice coming to your site and therefore will get you on the way to your $1,000 per month website. So this was my overview, of course, of the process to go from $0 to $1,000 a month website in a given niche. Of course, you can find much more about this process on my website. I wrote a detailed article about the process on my site, so you can just find that around the video, for example, in the notes. You will also find on my site my checklist that I use to create an authority website, so you'll also be able to download that for free just by following the link back to my site. That being said, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.